Hi, and welcome to Rudy Sassu's Science Fantasy Experience, and to an episode of Childhood Toys. But before I get into a nostalgic trip down memory lane, I want to give a quick shout out to Junkie Dave, Mr. Dave Shotton, who kindly donated Shipwreck, the lamest of all the Joes. Thanks Dave, really appreciate it. He's so rubbish, but awesome at the same time. So yeah, an episode of Childhood Toys. After the success of my Manta Force video, I was looking at the collection and thinking, what could I do next? And one thing was glaring out at me, and it was this. The Micro Machines Travel City drive-through fish and chips. And if you subscribe to my channel, or if you subscribe to Toy Polloi, you will see I was featured in episode 4 of their Pocket Money Memories. But you only get a minute. You only get a minute to talk about the toy and why you got it. And after I'd filmed it, I was just like, man, I really want to do a whole review of this at some point. So I kind of had to leave it because I wanted more content on the channel before I did another video on exactly the same toy. So let's have a look at the toy right now. The Micro Machines Travel City drive-through fish and chips, or Bill's Fish and Chips. So this is actually my original toy from my childhood. So I got it in 1987 from the now defunct Jolly Giant on the Stafford Road in Wolverhampton, and it cost me £4.95. And it was quite the unexpected purchase. You know, I'd saved up my pocket money, and I went in there thinking I was going to go and get a Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle, possibly a Transformer, some Legos, but no, this absolutely caught my eye, and I think it is much to do with the box as it is the toy itself. I'd previously not had any Micro Machines at all, and I knew a couple of my friends had got some of these Travel City ones, so let's have a look at the box to show you why I love it so much. And it's the colour, the gradients from the purple to the red, the oranges, and then a picture of the toy and the synonymous grids that happened on 80s toy packaging. It worked. It's a tried and trusted element of 80s toys, the grid, evocative of Mask and Transformers. And as you can see, it comes with one Micro Machine and all the accessories, because it folds away for you to carry it in your pocket to take round to your friend's house after school and build them all together. As you can see, it all folds away, and you get a Micro Machine, as I said, but there's a little disclaimer: vehicle may vary from that shown. As you can see from the intro, I didn't get the Smokey and the Bandit looking Trans Am. I got a yellow and red version, but as a kid I was never a stickler of it sort of being what it came with on the box. I'm much more a Thunderbolt and Lightfoot kind of guy, so I prefer the yellow Trans Am that I got with mine. So to flip it over, you get to see all the other Travel City sets that come. You get the City Dump, Rock Quarry, Hospital, Car Wash, the Battle Block, a Marina, and you also get some bigger sets. I was never too interested in these two, but I remember seeing them in the Argos catalogue. But this one, that one is incredible. I remember, I think it must have been 1988, the last day of school, where you got to bring all your own toys in, and you didn't have any lessons, and you literally just played with toys, and you swapped toys with the other people in school. And one of the guys in my class, he had this set, and it was just phenomenal. I'd not seen one of the big sets. So if that's, you know, say you're an only child, that is the set to have, because it's completely encapsulated and it's got that real kind of American feel. With, in some ways you could pretend that was, you know, the Bay in San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge, and then you've got a little suburban area. But yeah, back to the travel city. I also owned the Rock Quarry as a kid, and it actually came with that same model, the model that came on the box. But that one sadly got, I say sadly, I donated it to a hospice for children with terminal illnesses, along with a lot of my other toys in the early 90s. But I'd never kept the box. To be honest, I have no idea how I've managed to keep this box in such a pristine condition. I think I just must have had it in storage for years and years and years. But it's, oh, actually you can see that's where the Jolly Giant sticker was once back in the day, and I must have tried to peel it off as a kid. At least it's on the side and not anywhere on the front, because I display these both together, the set and the box. So yeah, that is the box. And as you can see, here it is all folded up, and you can hear it rattling inside because all the pieces are inside. So to open it up, there we have everything in its entirety. Let's have a look at the Trans Am that comes with it. Bright yellow with the red Firebird. I've laid out all the parts so you can see it in its entirety. So all it takes now is just to start building it all up. So you just grab the sign. It's got little nodules which literally just clip in, and you start to assemble it. Roof clips onto the top. You've then got the pillars. So simple, so much fun. Pick up and play value is incredible. So yeah, we used to just grab them, and when after school finished, we'd go and grab all of our sets, because there was 3 or 4 of us that had 2 or 3 of them, so we could always just make our own city up in any configuration that you desire. But now it's just an absolute display piece for me, and when I do see it, it fills me with absolute nostalgia. It's so evocative of the time. And then you just pop the ramps on. Attach the actual drive-through part, pop in the waste, and give it the sign. And there you have the drive-through fish and chips in its entirety. And then you just drive your American muscle car through your drive-through fish and chips, which, you know, fish and chips is very traditionally British, a UK thing. To see it with an American muscle car, it's a nice bit of juxtaposition. And as they all clip in, it's such an interesting toy to own, and a real display piece together when I have it with the box. You know, I think you can understand why it's a really strong pocket money memory, and how I've wanted to spend a bit more time looking at it on the screen for you guys. I love the colours, the pick up and play value. It's a really cool toy in my collection. A toy from my childhood. It's all of those things encapsulated. If there was ever a toy line that I would want to complete, because I'm not a completionist, it'd be the Travel City in its entirety with some extra Micro Machines to go with it. So that has been Galoob's Micro Machines Travel City Drive-Thru Fish and Chips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon on the next video and Figure Force video. Thanks. Bye.